XP3 Docklet. There we go. One down. Again, huge shout out to straight out of Nepal, our PMSL headed to Brazil team. Feels so bad that I skipped over them, but I had a really bumpy start, so I just want them to know shout out and much love. So we're headed into match 2 of the After Hours Allegiance Semifinals Group E Day 1. We'll be here every night this week. Two nights for Group E, and then Wednesday and Thursday Group F. So make sure you come and cheer on your teams. You guys, for Martha, you got to let me know who is the player you want to see the most. So our flight path coming up just to the north of Pardona, going across the top of Leones. We've got the graveyard in there, Cruz de Valle, Toromunda, all the way to that north wall. Hello everyone, and welcome to After Hours, the Allegiance Series $300 tournament. This is Semifinals Group E Day 2. So I don't think I got Day 1. Let me see if I got the standings. Let's go to the standings and we'll go through this. And so yesterday, when we left off, Alpha 4 Legend, 48 total points. The Fanatics, 35 total points. X-Force at 33. Digital Age, 31. Youngest in Charge, 29. Unique Legacy, 27. The Sinners, 27. Secret Ways, 25. Straight out of Nepal, 24. Zero. Fox Given, 21. Look at these teams all in the double digits. Zero Mercy, 18. 10 IQ Esports, 15. Omerta Esports, 14. Made in Nepal, 13. Excellence at 10. Broken Spirits, 5. Ether Esports, 5. And Gun G at 3. So there are the scores. We'll go through the lists in just a few minutes. I'm just trying to make sure that we are all up and running. Sometimes when I do back-to-backs like this, my stream gets a little funny when I try to start it up, but we are running now. XP3! Oops, I did not mean to do that out loud. So let's go. I think that's good. So start goal. There we go. And hello, Zix. Let's get into this match now. So now let me get that off of here. We'll jump with Alpha 4 Legend. Since they are in first tonight, let me find which slot they're in, because I am brainless. Let's see. Alpha 4 Legend, where are you? There they are. Alright, we're gonna go with Bones. I can say Bones' name easier than the rest of them. Hello, Fresno. I'm trying to get caught up here. They're rushing me. They're rushing me. Alright, I hope we are in this. I hope everything's going on. Thank you. You're welcome. Alright, for tonight's first match. So we are going into match 5, guys. 5 of 8 for semifinals Group E. Let me get that iPad up there so that you guys can see your teams better. Very southern flight path from Morsk over the top of Ferry Pier, over the east and west bridges, just skimming across the top of Sosnovka military base, going over to the Milta Power Peninsula. There you go. Woo! What kind of chaos am I in for tonight now? Last night was all sorts of chaos. These guys have been doing their VOD reviews. Let's see what's going to happen. We have X-Force on a pretty big split. So let's check in on what's going on. It looks like DK going all the way over to that ferry pier to get the recall center to get that vehicle over there. We got 10 IQ over in that California coastline. We do have Gunji right there with Aether Esports. And it does look like Alpha 4 Legend is jumping with 2-3 other teams. So let's go ahead and head on down and see what happens with them. It does look like they're getting dropped on by Secret Ways, Team 7. So we'll stay here right here. And it does look like Secret Ways is already trying to get some of those shots. And look at this. He picks up the explosive bow. Alright, so now let's see what's going on with the rest of it. We have Digital Age down at the military base. We've got Omerta over by Novo Crates, up by the Observatory Hill gas station compound. And our first zone is up into that northeast side. We do have several teams going over to Lipovka. We've got Sinners over here with Unique Legacy and the Broken Spirits. So we're going to have another fight over in Lipovka. It looks like we also have a fight over in that Gaka area. So we'll go ahead and separate this out a little bit. I'll put the map back up to give you guys an idea where everything is. And for now, I'm going to go over, and it looks like Aether and Gunji might have missed each other. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with the ninja. I'm going to check in on the ninja. Yeah, Gunji is going across behind him. I think Ninja's going to be fine. So we're going to go over to Lipovka because that looks like the hot spot at the moment. So we have Sinners. Hello, Scarface. Scarface. Facing the wall. Alright, let's go over and check in on some redemption. Everybody's kind of missing their gear, but really close. Scarface is in trouble. Scarface does have Unique Legacy on all angles around him. I'm not sure how he's going to get out of that, but the rest of the Sinners are right there. Gunji does find Ninja. Ninja, I'm so sorry I got off of you, but we'll see. Dweezy! Hello, Dweezy. Hello, hello, hello. Dewey. It looks like the Sinners are rotating to the other side of Lipovka. Unique Legacy already set up. Like I said, he just found a level 1 helmet. Alright, let me go ahead and put this map back up there for you guys. It does look like the Sinners may be trying to pull away. I'm not exactly sure what Scarface is going to do because he is kind of stuck off into himself. So let's go. Let me check the map for myself and see if I'm missing anything. And we'll just go ahead and stay here for a minute. We did lose the one way over here from Gunji. Oh, Scarface. Scarface does get taken down. They watched him come out and around. I'm sorry, Scarface, but I don't think Scarface is going to be able to get picked back up. Bullux is over here, so let's see. I think he's going to go ahead and pull away because most of Unique Legacy are all pulling up. And he did try to get on out of there, but Scarface was in a tough spot. So I think the Sinners are going to go ahead and try to get out of Unique Legacy. And I think he's going to make it just fine. But, oh, there goes Pika. Pika, no. So now, let's see. The Sinners are down to 3. And I think so are Unique Legacy. I think that was Pika. And was that Golden Leg? Let's see. Yeah, Toxic for you. Broken Spirit. Jack Lord, is this you? You came into my stream earlier. I think toxic for you is either Jack Lord or Mawaldo or somebody. I have no idea who it is. And I put that logo in the wrong spot. It's really bothering me, guys. So there we go. I had to fix that. I was in such a hurry to get over to After Hours. I didn't want you guys to have to wait too long, and they were not waiting for me. They're like, ooh, we are starting. So let's get on over to Snoopy. So Amerta Esports yesterday had all sorts of players, or all sorts of support in my YouTube chat. Let's see if they're going to be over here. Ooh, somebody found him. Oh, straight out of the ball, Blaze BT. Blaze is on fire tonight. If you guys watched the stream from earlier today, I think Snoopy was over here trying to just scout and get some information. Well, he got the information. I'm not exactly sure it's the information he wanted particularly. But let's see what's the rest of them doing. The rest of them are still down over here in crates. But the Digital Age are pulling up over here on 2 straight out of Nepal. So now it does look like straight out Digital Age getting ready to get into the fight with, ooh, suspense right on over there. And look at this, Digital Age, Zendry's been knocked. And so now let's see, it looks like Wolf has been knocked over there for 4 straight out of Nepal, and X05 just pulling right up and in, trying to get those shots. Oh, he does find Spence, and now he is the last. No, they are all down into the red, but there are a duo still standing. Straight out of Nepal also down to a duo, straight out of Nepal, launching those nades up and over. Dr. Chemist, hello, I am such a big fan of yours. Alright, so still straight out of Nepal against the Digital Age, and XP3 coming up and over, launching more nades. Ooh, XP3 over here, and he gets taken down and out, but here comes Blaze BT and Wolf down to about half out. It is down to just Blaze BT. Blaze BT, the last one, still standing against the Digital Age. The Digital Age, I think they're over there trying to get that res off. And here comes Blaze. Blaze be blazing. And let's go. Let's see if he can get up and over. And he gets out of that vehicle, stops the vehicle, and there he goes. 1v1 against Milo on the other side. So let me see if I can get over there fast enough and see what is happening. So, oh, they're gonna both of these teams are getting the res off. Look at this. And we are on the wrong side. What happened? Oh, we lost. We lost straight out of Nepal. Just like that when I looked away. No! I looked away for 2 seconds. Alright, let me scroll this map in. There we go. And now put this map back up and over. And now we can go up and in. Let's go over here to Youngest in Charge. Youngest in Charge in a fight with Zero Fox Given. Zero Fox Given going up. Oh, Havoc. Havoc gets taken down by J-Star. Is this the J-Star? The J-Star? Baby T down to 5 HP. Fear. Oh, I'm such a big fan of this team. I still need to know who VVV is. So Zero Fox keeps trying to get those shots up and over onto Hamoud. Hamoud right behind that broken wall, and Fear trying to get those shots, and they're still pushing up and over because they do have to go more into zone. Get a better location because they do have several teams at their back. So we got another team over, another fight. Let's get on over to the fight between, another fight. Let's see, where is this fight going on? Let's go over to Gunji. Gunji was the first one to get the elimination over over in that Gaka area. So let's see what's going on over here. Grady, no, not Grady. So now Scarboy Emperor, Jujutsu Kaisen, trying to come out and around, trying to get the information on where Gunji is. Gunji right on down below. Look at this, right into the smoke, and he pulls right up and into FPP. Let's get the knock. What? Alright, so let's go. Let's see. Sorry guys, it didn't click over. Alright, youngest in charge in another fight in center zone. So now let's get over to center zone over here and check in on Unique Legacy coming out of the Lipovka area. I did fix it, guys. Hopefully it wasn't up for too long when that happened. So let's go. Alright. So Unique Legacy coming down to the Coops compound, but we still have the youngest in charge. Is this the J-Star? Is it really another of our old pros coming back? Oh, alright, so let's go. Let's see what else is happening. Let's go up onto Stauber and find out what is happening with Aether. Aether is coming right up over here onto the center. Jazzy, way off on this edge. You're gonna be able to get on out of there up on the Stauber mountainside. So let's go. We're still going to the north, and we do still have Almerta Esports down on that western bridge. Fanatics are in a fight where the Fanatics, I need to figure out where these teams rotated. They are way up at that north side, not too far away from center. So let's go over to the Fanatics and find out what is happening over here. They're in a fight with Alpha 4 Legend. Alpha 4 Legend straight across in the barn. Bones has been knocked, but I think they'll be able to get Bones back up onto his feet. Already done. And the Fanatics are still getting these shots. Let's check in on Slappy. Slappy right on over here. So let's go. And what is happening with the rest of the map? I think the rest of the map looks pretty good. Let me try putting that iPad back up. It's getting kind of hot, so that might be why we're not switching as fast as I expect. And I'm going to go ahead and check my map. X-Force is coming up in from that northwest side. Let's see what's happening is now they are right over here where we just saw all the chaos earlier. 10 IQ is still in the compound. And we are on 24K. 24. This team going to Brazil. Let's go. And Fate already up to an elimination. Still coming up from the north side. Scouting around to make sure. DK, I have no idea what DK is looking at, but we do have 10 IQ in this compound. I don't know if they're just trying to figure out where they are. I have no idea, but we are still going to the north. Look at how fast this zone is going. We still have Omerta coming out from that southwest side, and then we've got several teams across the river that need to come across that river. And here comes DK with all the nades up and in, and 10 IQ just staying down and quiet. Looks like Munch. Munch might be lunch over here. Woo! The dude's going off into our faces, and now here comes the push by DK. Oh! And he gets DK, but Fate is able to get him, and there goes Munch out. And so now we're down to just Scarboy. Scarboy running for his life. Run, Scarboy, because now here comes Secret Ways right up and behind, and Scarboy, I think you might have been found by the Cookie. The Cookie is coming up and around. I think Cookie sees you, but Cookie may be trying to, oh, they are not. They do not see you, Scarboy. They are, oh, but Scarboy, are you going to take that shot? Are you going to take that shot when I got off of there? Because I think they are coming up into the compound where X-Force just was, if you look behind them. But the zone has already moved now, and so X-Force also on the move, trying to get up and in. Scarboy, are you taking those shots? No, he is not. He is still running for his life. All right, let's go on over here and find out what is going on with the digital age. Melo Ruse, you're down to a solo. 4 eliminations, but now you have the youngest in charge right next door to you. We got another, the Zero Fox Given, coming up right behind Team 18 Aether Esports. Baby T trying to get some of that scouting, trying to figure out which compound they side of the mountain. And we are still going up to this north side. We have been going to the north side of this river almost every day this week. We are now over between Severny, Rosshawk, and Yasnaya. And I still think that they are getting ready for the push down onto Aether. I don't think they figured out exactly where all the Aether is. But look at this chaos over here with X-Force. X-Force in between all of this chaos. So now let's see what's going on. Claws getting just pelted by, oh, that poor hovercraft has seen better days. And now Secret Ways down here in the shelter area. DK trying to come up and around, trying to get those shots. And there goes the cookie out to Legend. Legend pushing in, but now we got Zero Mercy coming up Zero Mercy in a position to gatekeep. But we've also, look at this, Omerta coming up through that west bridge all the way up and around. Let me see if I can fix that. Sorry guys. Up and around over here, trying to get in onto Gunji. Gunji just cannot seem to stay. Oh, I can't even switch over onto Gunji because they are already gone. Gone. Alright, so let's see what is going on with Dylan. Dylan is pretty close over here to X-Force, and as I said, X-Force now in a position to gatekeep as well. We are still going up to that Severny area. So now let's see what is happening. Now let's go over to the Fanatics and find out what's happening up here. It did look like they were pushing up, but they were not. So now let's go back over to DK. DK coming into Severny with all these teams. He's got teams chasing right behind him. That is Team 10. Team 10, the Broken Spirits. DK trying to get those shots onto the car sprays. They come flying up and around over onto Starboy. Scarboy right on over here at the ridgeline. Look at this. He's watching the chaos of Severny. There are 4 teams over in Severny. Let's check in on what they are doing over here. Jazzy, what can you see? Jazzy all the way up on top of this hilltop, looking down on Omerta. Omerta coming all the way up from the southern side of Military Base Island to the Severny dip, right in between Sinners and Unique Legacy. Unique Legacy taken down by Zero Fox Given, and Jazzy is able to get that elimination from the top. Jazzy still trying to get those shots down to about 5 HP as they are just getting pelted by every direction. And now we do have X-Force right over here as well. So now let me go ahead and get a sky view of what is happening over here in Severny, because it is absolute chaos in Severny. We've got 4 or 5 teams. I've kind of lost count. We have the Sinners. We have Youngest in Charge, Unique Legacy. We've got X-Force, Broken Spirits. They're all right on top of each other, and our zone has moved again. And we do have teams up on this. We got Zero Fox Given on top of Omerta over on the other side. Plus, we have 10 IQ, the solo. He has pulled up from that beach and gotten into Severny with all the rest of these teams. Don't know how he is able to move right up and in, but he did. So now let's go. Let's see what. Let's check the map because all these teams have to move out of Severny. Alpha 4 Legend, the Fanatics, Zero Fox Given, Made in Nepal, Aether, they are all in zone now. So let's get on over to someone in Made in Nepal still fighting. There we go, and they are coming right up in on top of Zero Mercy. I don't know how these teams are all going to move on out of here. I don't know if you guys want to watch the sky view of the disaster that is about to happen, the absolute carnage that's about to take place from Severny. Waterboy trying to get those shots over onto Zero Mercy. Waterboy needs to start thinking about getting into zone. He is a solo and he's got Excellence right behind him as well. Excellence has someone knocked over here. Let's go over to Excellence. Let's see what's happening. Beanie has been knocked. Sparta down to 1 HP. Alpha 4 Legend right up on top of him. OSU trying to stay down and out of the way from all of this. But it is not about to happen. Here comes the blue over in Severny. So now all these teams trying to move on out. You can see that the teams are trying to move over into zone. And it looks like X-Force pushed up on the Youngest in Charge. Youngest in Charge going out. Only a duo from X-Force moving out. We do have 10 IQ still in there. Let me scroll in and around. We're down to 13 teams still in this. But now they are all crushing into this north side of zone. Zero Fox getting straight up in onto this back side. We still have Excellence OSU on the screen. And these are only the 9 or the 5 from this backside. OSU still trying to take those shots up in. Ooh, we do have Sparta in that background still bleeding out. So now let's go over to see what's happening at the top of the hill as Alpha 4 Legend still in this compound does have to move out. We do have the Fanatics over here in zone though. And they are getting pushed up on by Zero Fox Given. You can see Zero Fox Given right down below. They are right next to where the Fanatics are, to the north of them. Omerta coming in from that north side. We still have Alpha 4 Legend, Excellence, and now we are down to the top 7 teams. And I'm not even exactly sure where all 7 of them are at this point. Let's go back to the map, see if we can scroll in on any of this. They're all outside. X-Force needs to come, Aether needs to come in, Excellence needs to come in. So all these right on down here, they're outside of zone. Aether, you can see Aether right across the way. You can see Excellence across the way. It looks like the Fanatics are starting to push up and in, not too far away. Zero Fox Given, and now we do have Fears moving in and around. Let's see what's going on here. Fears trying to move right up and in on top of all these teams. Just getting belted. V is down. Fears, oh, you forgot to hit that break. And Baby T gets taken down and out. Fears still throwing all these nades and smokes, trying to hold off Omerta. You can see Omerta right there in front of Baby T. And there goes Baby T out. We are down to the last 4 teams. We still have Alpha 4 Legend, Fanatics, Zero Fox Given, and Omerta. So now I think I've got most. I cannot get all these teams in here just yet. I'm still trying, guys, but we do have Fanatics right on down below. Alright, Fears. We're trying to stay alive in all this. Oh, what a nade by Amerta. So let's go on over and see what Edu is doing as he's creeping up there, all trying to just get a better placement into the zone. You can see that the zone is pretty wide open. We do have several trees in here. We got the smoke mushrooms coming up in the wilderness. Alpha 4 Legend getting found by Santi Zin. Santi Zin, long time no see. Let me see if I can get this plugged back in. And is that better? Did that work? Might have to take, there we go. Alright, let's get on over to Santi Zin. We're down to the final two. Santi Zin, let's see what's going on with you, Santi Zin. And let's see what happens as the count right up and into zone. We have Amerta that looks like Nas, baby. Oh, I couldn't click over onto him fast enough, and there it is. Coming in first, the Fanatics with 10 eliminations, 10 placement points, 20 total points for match, 5 of 8. Coming in second, Omerta with 5 eliminations, and Alpha 4 Legend also at 5 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, 16 through 18. Going all out. X-Force 24K. X-Force headed to Brazil. PMSL elimination 7. Damage 667. We'll be jumping with 24K when we come right back for match 6 of 8. Be right back. Ball between F and G. We got the F and G over there. Whew. Let's see if I can get this rolling just a little better, a little less bumpy than that first match. Alright, so we're coming in with several teams off the plane already. It looks like we got X-Force, Digital Age, Gun G, and Omerta. Looks like Omerta. Let's go over to Omerta. Let's put some Omerta on the screen for you guys. See, it didn't switch over. What is going on? There it goes. Alright. What is happening? Alright, let's go. Let's go. And let's see. We're straight down the paw. Straight down the paw. Headed over to Impala. Oh no, Omerta. See, we didn't switch. Oh. When I did switch over here, let's get over to Omerta. And we also have a fight going on. We did lose a dude over here. And here comes Gunji. We've got a couple of them around. He knows where they are. So there we go. Still having issues, guys. But let's see what's going on down here in Leones. We have Secret Ways. Just got one of them picked back up. And they're over here with, is that Unique Legacy? Team 16. Yes, it is. Unique Legacy. Alright, so let's see. Up in San Martin, we have Aether going all the way around to that north and west. Ooh, Omerta. Look at that through the grays. Alright, so he does have another one from Gunji. Getting ready to pre-nade that wall. He's coming up and in. Let's see, it looks like Killer, you are down to about 1 HP. Look at this. We got Nas on the screen trying to go. Woo-hoo-hoo, he's got 2 of them knocked. And he's trying to finish him off with that pistol because I don't think he's got a whole lot. He's trying to be really careful because he doesn't have a helmet on his head, and he knows that there are more up and around. He's not exactly sure where they are. Where are the rest gun? Oh, they are way over here, and the rest of his team is coming up for backup. So they should be doing pretty decently. Here comes his team. So his team coming up and in. I think he should be able to get this elimination in the longhouse at that back. So nice one for Naz. There you go. So there you go, guys. There is your Amerta Esports. Let's see, is the rest of their team? No, the duo is sticking down and around there, so I think they're gonna stay there. Let's see what else is gonna happen. Let's go up to the Bicado Sinners right on over here. Let's see, they're over here with 0 Fox given. So now let's see what's happening from the top. We do have Scarface up on that roof and Havoc on the roof of the 5-stack. He might be on that 5th floor. Let's head on over to Havoc. I think he's on that 5th floor. Let me see. Ooh, is that Fears? Is there Fears? Look at this. This team is getting heavy. I think this is Baby Tang, maybe? Baby Tang, Havoc, Fears. Very nice heavy team. Alright, I expect to see good things. I'm not exactly sure who V is. You guys are going to have to tell me in the chat if you guys know who V is, but I'm not sure. So let's see what else is going on right on down here. Adrenaline just keeping their eyes out. And Havoc, I think Havoc is keeping the overwatch, making sure he knows where the rotations are. So that is what's happening in Picado. The rest of the teams, we do have several teams up and around. Let me go ahead and put that iPad up there and give you guys a good idea of where all your teams are. Our zone is all the way over to that western side, the southwest. We've got El Pozo all the way around Picado, just wrapping around the industrial western side of Leones to the north of Partona. So that's the zone. Oh, Scarface, they're finding you. They're finding you. Alright. So now let's go. Let me check in on the iPad again. Let me put that up there for you guys. Let me see what else is happening. I don't see too many teams that should be running into each other. So I think we might have made Nepal up by that Hacienda del Patron area coming in from that eastern edge of Hacienda. We might have them move into that San Martin. Oh, with the mortar. So we got a mortar launch over here. Let's see. Alright, so interesting. It does look like Main Nepal is paying attention over here. Let me check in on what Main Nepal are doing. It does look like we've got the Fanatics up towards that top. And let's see. We do have one for the Fanatics. Sloppy. Slappy. Slappy. He is down the hill from Sloppy. Oh, I can read, guys. Maybe. Oh, that duo from Gun G. The first fight with Omerta. Let's see. Buenas. Hello. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? I don't know Spanish, Kathy. I know very little, but welcome. Bonita. Welcome. Alright, so let's see. Ooh, Fear got knocked. I missed that because I was talking to my chat. Sorry, guys. Alright, let me put this up because I think they're just making sure that nobody leaves Picado with very good armor. I still think Made in Nepal does look like they're moving away from the Fanatics. We still have a couple teams all the way to the north. Youngest in Charge and Alpha 4 Legends. Straight out Nepal may run into some issues over towards that Leones area with Unique Legacy and the Secret Ways both over there. Let me go ahead and put it like that. Alright, let's get back over here because there's... Hello everyone and welcome back. Are you ready to see these scores? Coming in first, the Fanatics with 20 total points. X-Force at 16. Omerta with 11. This is day 2 of the After Hours $300 Allegiance Series Semifinals. Group E, day 2. This is the final day. We've already gone over the standings coming in from the first day. So just go back to the start of tonight and you can check in on the scores to see what is going on. I think the score sheet can only do the day of. And we are packed and ready, and we are on hard start. So let's see what's going on. Let's go ahead and scroll through. This time we are going to be jumping with X-Force. 24K, 7 eliminations, 667 damage. So as soon as we start this match, we'll go over to X-Force and jump with 24K, my hero. Alright, there we go. I'm not sure. There it is. There's the start. So here we go, guys. Match 6 of 8. And they're saying that my shots are a little delayed, and I'm not sure. It might be because my tablet's a little hot. So let me see if I can find a better spot for my tablet to let it cool off a little bit, because I cannot do anything about it now that we've already started. I would have restarted it before, but I found out just now, so it's a little late for that. Alright, so hopefully it'll be fixed by itself. Let me find X-Force 24K. There he is. Let me get his feet matching up over here. Get him up on the screen. Hopefully putting it over here might cool it off a little bit, so hopefully that'll help out. Sounds to me like the sounds are better, so maybe it was just something from that last one. Let's see if he jumps. I don't know who's doing the glass, but it's not him, guys. It's not him. What a day. What a day. Let's go. Alright, so let me put this map up here for you. There we go. And coming in from that very northwest edge, we're up by La Gabaria. We're coming down through Crater Fields, just to the west of San Martin, east of the power grid, over the top of Picado and Los Leon, going across the southern farms of Los Leon out to the southeast edge. So let's see, X-Force going up to La Gabaria, and I think there's another. We've got Fanatics and Youngest in Charge not too far away, so let's go ahead and see if they're coming. I don't see them in his mini map, so I think 24K is going to be just fine. He's got plenty of space over here in Crater Fields. He is pretty far away from the rest of his team, but the rest of his team taking over La Gabaria. So now let's head on down to the Hacienda del Patron, because I feel like Maiden Nepal right on over here is jumping. Alright, what is this all about? I think we have a delay. Here we go. There's a few coming up and in. So we do have Maiden Nepal over here with Zero Fox Gibbon. So now Alpha 4 Legend off in the background as well. So let's see what can happen. Fury only has, oh, he just he's switching it on over. Let's get on over to Zero Fox giving fears. Baby T down quite a bit. Baby T with 2 snipers. He's got the mini and the SKS. So what is Havoc doing over here? Havoc with a nade primed and ready, trying to get it over. No, they are all just trying to find guns. Look at this. He's got a crossbow. A crossbow on V, guys. I don't know who V is, but Fear. Fear with the nade up and over onto Main Nepal. So now Rat has been taken on down, and they are still pushing. But look at the guns that Sleazy's been able to get. Sleazy and Fury, the last 2 still standing. Sleazy, Sleazy with that pinch, all 4 of them from Zero Fox Given coming in the 4 different directions, taking out Main Nepal over in the Hacienda del Patron. I see another fight going on right on down here in the compound just to the north of the Chumacera Abbey. You can see the Abbey up there with the broken spears. We got Excellence right here. Beanie is in a really rough position. Got a duo from Excellence on one side, and the coverage from the Abbey from above. It looks like Beanie's getting ready to throw those nades up over. Oh, I hear some more footsteps as the rest of... I'm not even sure who's outside of Beanie's house, but here comes a sticky bomb over onto Beanie. And I think it's another one. I think another one pushed down off the top of the hill. So let's go. While we watch this, let me check the rest of the map, see what else is happening. I think this is the main fight at the moment, and they're still coming up over here on Beanie. Oh, Beanie does get 1 knock, but they are able to get that res back up. And so, yeah, that was Broken Spirits, guys. Broken Spirits coming down onto Excellence. So now let's see what else is happening, because we do have 2 more from Excellence not too far off in the distance. We do have OSU and Jazzy. I don't know. I give up on names. Alright, so let's see. Let me go ahead and put the iPad back up there, because it does look like the Broken Spirits may be coming right up and in. So I'll do it really quick to show you, but they are coming up and in. And there goes Jazzy. So now OSU is the last one still standing. All 4 of them pushing right up and in from the Broken Spirits. The Broken Spirits void up to 3 eliminations. So there you go. Broken Spirits taking out Excellence. And so we do have a couple of teams that need to come pretty far. We do have the Digital Age down in Valle del Mar. We've got the Omerta to the right in between Minas de Valle and Los Leones, with Unique Legacy coming up and in straight on Nepal. Still in Impala. Has that whole Impala area. 10 IQ not too far away from straight on Nepal. Let me put this map up here so you guys can see it for yourself. We do have Youngest in Charge. We still have 1 from Youngest in Charge over in Camp Militar, but they have plenty of space. So we'll sit here and just kind of check in on things for a minute. Hopefully the sounds for you guys over in YouTube are lining up. Oh, we're about ready to have a fight between X-Force and, let's see, what team was that? Team 18, which are Aether Esports. Fate coming on down and in, I think, 24K. May not have a vehicle, or may have bumped his vehicle. Let's check in on what's going on over here. Fate not having the greatest time getting over into Crater Fields to pick up 24. So let's go and let's see. DK already finding Aether right on down below. You knew he would. Alright, so let's go. Put on DK. See what's happening. Aether right down. Ooh, I see. Oh, he found them way across. He found two of them. Two of them from across the way. So let's see. Let's get on over here, checking on what is happening. We do have, look at the duo from 8th. They're both of them down to about 5 HP. And then we got two of them knocked up on that ridge line. DK right across the way. So Claus and Legend right on over here. And I think 24 and Fate are on their way over. I'm not sure what these two are going to do. These two are having some serious issues with health. Their health is seen better. Oh, look at this. 24 and Fate coming up and over the top of this. So now they're getting into all these positions around this small compound where the duo from Aether Esports and Aether Esports now just down to Verk. I think Verk is the last one still standing, but Verk only has 5 HP. And there it goes again. See, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. There we go. Might be my cable getting ready to go out. Could be that it's just too hot. Alright, so DK coming up and in, and I think DK, oh, legend finding that. Alright, let's put this map back up here for you. Let me scroll it on in just a little bit for you. And there you go. I think that's a little better. I'm going to go ahead and put the iPad back up now so you guys can check the rotations, check their drop spots, their landing spots, their anchor spots for finals for your VOD review. Alright, what else is happening? I do see Unique Legacy coming up over here. Let's check in on Unique Legacy coming right in between the two different teams. We do have Zero Mercy over here, and Secret Ways, and 10 IQ. So we've got 4 teams coming over here into minus Generalis. And it looks like Unique Legacy going over to the eastern side. I do see Creddy over here. Let's check in on what 10 IQ Creddy is doing over on this side of the mountain. They are doing just fine. They're just still doing their rotation. So I'll go ahead and put this back up because we are still going to the north side of the zone. We still have Torremunda, San Martin in here. But all these teams are coming in from the south, as you can see. Look at the movements of all your dots. And I think Creddy is going to end up right on top of a couple of these teams, because you can see not too far away we do have all of them starting to come up onto the Sinners. Let's see what the Sinners are doing over here. The Sinners are right in the middle of all this. We do have the Fanatics coming up on the other side of this hill. Adrenaline is going to see at least 2 of them. Look at that right there in front of him. Right, no, he sprays one of them. He gets Tara out of there. So now the Fanatics are down 1, but on the other side is Fate. Fate coming up, and 24. Fate runs over Jura, and now Adrenaline is your adrenaline pumping, because here they come. Go Amerta, there we go, in my chat for Amerta one more time tonight. GG's. And he does make it up and over in here. Scarface trying to get those angles. So now let's get up and see what they're taking an eye at. They are keeping an eye on where they went, but these are not the only teams around them. They have several teams in this area. You can see this is a very congested area, straight out of Nepal, getting ready to get into a fight over here. So hello, Tech. Hello, how have you been, Green? I've been good, Tech. How about you? Are you in this tonight, Tech? Are you in here tonight? Alright, let's see. So, Alpha 4 Legend straight. Ooh, Alpha 4 Legend. Finding Wolfie. I'm sorry, Wolfie. That was Alpha 4 Legend. So, now let's see if we can find out what's going on over here. Blaze BT's all set up and ready to get those shots. XP3 out here. Look at the scouting, looking along all these ridge lines, trying to figure out where. And look at Bombini, Bombamini. I don't know how to say his name. Trying to get those shots over on the XP3 as XP3 tries to drive straight up and into him, but XP3 does move around, is able to get away from him, but you can see that they are right over here on top of each other. Let's see what's going on. Oh, this guy is taking down, and they're still coming around. Oh, straight out of Nepal. Straight. Oh, gets taken out by Alpha 4 Legend now. So now let's see what else is going on with the rest of the map. Let me go ahead and put the iPad up there for you guys. And let's see what else is happening. We got another fight going on over here for Gunji. Gunji right here on top of Digital Age and X-Force. A duo from X-Force, Digital Age. Just on the one side. So Gunji BG was trying to point out where X-Force was, as Digital Age is coming up right behind him. Let's go over here and check in on Broken Spears. Broken Spears coming right up and through between these two teams right here. And we've got Secret Ways 0 Mercy. And we're coming right in between Unique Legacy as well. I don't know what the beats are, guys. I wish I knew. I would fix it, but let's go. So Unique Legacy in that barn right in front of Void. And over here we've got 10 IQ Karate there coming right out by you. Let's see what Karate is doing. And right next to his compound and up and over to the other side. They are still going north. And Unique Legacy, look at Unique Legacy on the top of the hill, trying to make sure that Broken Spirits continues on their way. And our zone is still going to the north. We are almost all the way up to the Oasis, just to the south of the Oasis. And we still have 14 teams in this. Let me go ahead and put the iPad up there, give you a better idea of where they are all coming in. They're still all coming in from the southern side because they have been getting pushed north this entire time. The zone just keeps going farther and farther north, and I do think that maybe Unique Legacy is thinking about coming in across onto Broken Spirits. So let's check in on Broken Spirits. They are already getting across the way, going over into zone, but you can see the Fanatics. I see Santi Zin up on top of that ridge line watching as 10 IQ pulls right up into the compound right below him, and Amerta in the fight with the Sinners. Let's go over to Amerta for my YouTube chat, and they are over here in the gas station area of water treatment. So let's go. We do see another team not too far away. Let's see, who is that? It is Sinner Scarface, and I think Scarface may be a solo over in that area. We'll stay here for just a minute while I check in on the map, make sure I'm not missing anything. Alpha 4 Legends still coming into this zone, and they're still trying to crush on in. Who is that over there? Let me check in on this fight, see what's happening with. It is Secret Ways. So Cookie, are you the sole survivor? Yes, Cookie, the sole survivor, coming right on out of all that. And I think that was a fight with Unique Legacy behind him. Unique Legacy, Gold Leaf up to 2 eliminations. And Cookie is now headed straight at Broken Spirits Void. Void up on top of that hill. Let's see what's going on with Void. Are you watching as they're coming up right behind you? Look at that. Cookie coming right on past him, but Cookie is busy watching Youngest in Charge Hamoud at the top of the other hills. Look at this. The rest of his team is trying to push up onto Youngest in Charge. Let's see what Hamoud is doing from the top of the hill, because Hamoud has a lot more going on. He's got the Fanatics. He is getting shot from Broken Spirits. But here comes Cookie as well. They are all trying to push up right on top of him. You can see that we still have a lot of space. Alpha 4 Legends still wrapping around. wrapping around that eastern edge, going north. We may end up coming in from that north side, which is wide open at the moment. Zero Fox given all the way down at that south side. There's still plenty of space, but if you look into the middle of the water treatment, you can see that Zero Mercy and Secret Ways are both in right there in center zone, and they both look like they're solos to me. So let's see if the solos can survive that. Our zone is just 7 seconds away from the next zone. Are you in this, Tech? Are you playing in this? Alright, let's check in on the zone as it pops again, and it goes this time over to the west. So even the two solos in water treatment have to move on out, and we do have Youngest in Charge right over here with Alpha 4 Legend. Let's check in on Alpha 4 Legend. Yes, here comes Youngest in Charge right up and over, trying to get those shots. Bones has been knocked, and so now we're still trying right up and over as he had that. Oh, he had that nade in his hand, but he moved him right up over that ridge line, right into the S12. That was a fast switch between the nade and the S12, and there goes the nade launching right up and over the top. And look at that, he is down to 1 HP. And Zero Fox in a fight with Omerta. Let's see where Omerta is. Let's check in on the map over here. Zero Fox and Omerta. And it is Fears, Zero Fox, Omerta. Right over here, and over here, Fears has been knocked, and it's just down to Baby T. Baby T taken out by Omerta. So now here we go. We got a fight between Gun G and the Digital Age down below. Alpha 4 Legend winning most of this fight. They are trying to get picked back up, and let's see who is J-Star. J-Star has been knocked over here. Shaggy, the last one, still standing for Youngest in Charge, and it looks like Youngest in Charge, Shaggy, is getting away from Alpha 4 Legend as Alpha 4 Legend does get that reset. And there's all that chaos up and over there. We got Digital Age down here. X-Force is also in a fight over here with Broken Spirits. So we've still got all these fights going on. Let's go. Let me get on over here with Gun G and put the map back up so you guys can see better what is happening. If you guys can figure out what is happening. So now let me scroll on in. You can see that we've got the teams out in the blue. We have a second, so I'll put this map up here for you. We still have Alpha 4 Legend coming in. Oh, the Broken Spirits were in a fight. Let's see, where is this fight? It looks like they're going to be able to get everybody picked back up. I think, look at Void. Void up to 4 eliminations. Was that a squad wipe? Alpha 4 Legend trying to come down and in, but oh, he gets hit by 10 IQ Freddy. So, click. It's not clicking. It's not clicking, guys. Toxic to you. Trying to come through all the smoke right up and in. So now it's just Nagumo trying to come in and through, but he gets found by Bones across the way from Alpha 4 Legend, and we still have 8 teams in this as our zone does pop again. So let's go. What else is happening? Woo! So let's get over to the Fanatics and see what's happening over here. Cannot get things to switch over, guys. I think it's hot. I think it's too hot. So now let's see what else is happening. We still have Cookie from Secret Ways right on down below. Nah, I'm not. I'm just recently got into R8 as a new team. There we go. GG's Tech. You're going to have to let me know more about it so I can keep an eye on you. Cookie, what are you doing? Look at Cookie. Cookie, the survivor, trying to get those shots. Does get some shots over onto the third party. Still trying to get some shots up onto the Fanatics. The Fanatics versus Alpha 4 Legend, look at that. Another one is Santi Zen. Santi Zen might be able to. No, Santi Zen cannot get the team picked back up. Alpha 4 Legend down to Johnson. Still trying to get those shots up and over. And look at that. Right there, Santi Zen. Santi Zen up to 4 eliminations, 4 different teams most likely because it was all out chaos. Just being able to get up and over Santi Zen. GG's coming right up, down and in through Alpha 4 Legend and into X-Force and Fate. Fate noticed that push, so now let's go. Let's see. We're down to the top 5 teams. We have Gunji, Alpha for Legend, Omerta Esports, X-Force, and the Digital Age. I don't see where Fate went. Oh, weird. I see what's going on. Fate is still way up there. DK just gets taken down right when I'm talking about him, and so now let's get over to what is it? Let's see. There's just so much going on in every direction. Omerta is still trying to get up and in, so let's see what is happening with the Digital Age. The Digital Age way back here down to just a solo. Mela Ruse trying to get those shots over onto Gunji right across the way, and look how far he has to go and who he has to go through. He not only has to go through all 3 of these from Gunji, but X-Force is right there, right in front of him. Oh, Killa you with that nade right up and over for Gunji, but now Gunji does have to come through X-Force to get the zone. X-Force in that position right below him. And we can't get any further. Omerta right on this eastern edge, while the other 2 teams are over on that west side. We do have Gunji uphill from X-Force. X-Force downhill from him, and I'm not sure how X-Force is going to be able to rotate on out of that, but Omerta's trying to get over across that street. I think that's the best I can do to bring you guys as close to where all the players are. And now, Killa you still trying to get into zone over here. Let me see where my mouse went. There we go. So let's get on over to Omerta and check in on what is happening with that chaos and Nas up to 3 eliminations. How have you been, Green? I've been okay, Joker. How about you? You doing alright, Joker? Let's go on over to Legend trying to get those shots up the hill onto Gunji down to just the duo. Legend, you can feel him wanting to push up and in. Oh! Legend down to 1 HP. So now let's get on over to Fate. Fate is pushing up and around over onto Omerta, trying to drag him right up into the smoke. Fate gets taken down and out, and I'm not even sure if that was Omerta or Gunji, but it is a 3v1. Legend all the way down and in, and he does have a long way to go. You can see that the zone is down by Omerta. Killa you trying to get better placement into zone. And we do have BG. Oh, Legend finding BG on the top of that hill. So now Legend still over there with Llama and Killa you. The Legend going out to zone. So now it is it is just Killa you. Killa you is the last one still standing, and I couldn't even switch over fast enough. So there we go. Take that iPad off. Omerta coming in first with 8 eliminations, 6 of them by Nas. GG coming in second. Gunji with 5 eliminations, and X-Force coming in third with 12 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores, 4 through 6. 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, 16 through 18. Going all out. Alpha 4 Legend Bone. 7 eliminations. 626 damage. We'll be jumping with Alpha for Legend Bones when we come right back with the live scores. Be right back. Really not much going on, I do think that Zero Fox, they did get a knockover onto one of them. Let's see what's going on over here. It was Karan, but Karan is already picked back up, and it does look like the Sinners are starting to push up and in because Zero Fox Given also has one knocked. Ooh, there's 2 knocked. Okay, so now there goes Fear. So Havoc right on this backside of the tree, coming right up and in. Havoc coming in and around with that S12 is able to get a couple and knocks over onto the Sinners. Oh, is he going to finish him off as he comes right up and around? I think that may be the last one still standing. I think that's correct. And Havoc on these jump shots. And there goes the Sinners. Havoc with 2, V with 2. And now we are done with the teams over here in Picado, and they do have to move out. And so, straight out of Nepal, coming right up onto Secret Ways Lemon over here in a pickle. Let's see what Lemon can do with all of this. Go OME. Yeah, OME. Let's check in on where OME is for you guys. They may be getting into a fight pretty soon, but they're on a rotation. If you can see, they're going to those southern hills of Chumasera. They're getting in position on top of those hills coming into zone, so they're doing just fine. And we'll keep an eye on them for you guys. And there we go. That is not going to sit like that. Let me go ahead and put the iPad back up there for you while you guys check in on the iPad. I'm going to check in on where I think the next fight may be. I still feel like Unique Legacy, Zero Mercy, Secret Ways, straight out of Nepal. There may be some chaos going on right on down in that Leones area. But this is all on the western edge. So all these teams do need to come into zone, so let's see. Ooh, Cookie got knocked, and here comes the push up and in by Zero Mercy. Oh, the inspector inspecting the ditch. So we got the flying mobiles going up and over. So now let's see what's going on with the rest of them. We do have full 4-man team over here, but they're coming up onto Cookie, and I'm thinking there goes Cookie. He just dropped off, I think. Yeah, he dropped off the top of the hill. Jinwoo is right over here. Jinwoo. And let's see what's going on, because I do see another team coming up and around behind them. That is Unique Legacy. So I think they can hear all the vehicles starting to push up and in. That may be Zero Mercy coming up and in. I'm not exactly sure. Let's check in on Lemon. Ooh, he's running out in the open. No vehicles on Miramar is the worst. At least he's got a buggy. I'm not sure I would have hopped out of my buggy there and started running, but you know, I think he's gonna try to get back and get his teammate. And where's Slay? Slay is over here with the Ninja X-Force in a fight with the Digital Age. Where is this happening? Let me see where X-Force is. Right on down here. Excellence! 6. Alright, I'll go over there and check in on them in just a minute. Looks like DK up to 3 eliminations onto the Digital Age. Let me check in on where Excellence is at the moment. And here they are, 6. Let me see if I can get off the drop. And Excellence, they are up to an elimination. Beanie, the baby. They are over here in Monte Nuevo, up on the Oil Tinker Hill. So they've got the Overwatch down on the Fanatics. The Fanatics are down in Monte Nuevo, and we do have Aether over towards that eastern barn as well. We do have Made in Nepal. They are getting pulled up on right on over here. Look at this. They're driving straight up and in onto Wagwan. And it's it's Alpha 4 Legend. So he is down to 5 HP on this push. That was crazy scouting, if that's what that was. Straight in, boys. Straight on in. Alright. Let me go ahead. I think I can finally scroll it in just a little bit for you guys. We still have Youngest in Charge coming down from that north side. And then we do have several teams coming and wrapping around. Look at that down at the very south. I do see Unique Legacy getting into some trouble in just a moment. So it does look like he's got a full 4-man team of Zero Mercy right behind him. And I'm not sure if Zero Mercy pulled away because it still looks like they're tracking him. I feel like... Did you get an elimination? No, one got back. So Zur came all the way down and around. Riz. There we go. And there goes the nade over onto Wagwan. What a nade! What a nade over onto Wagwan. So now, Made in Nepal down to just a duo now. So let's see now. Made in Nepal. Sleazy. Oh, you better get on out of there. Sleazy is the last. No, we do have Rattle. Make that head. Alright, so Sleazy, the last one, still standing for Made in Nepal. We do have Alpha 4 Legend all pushing up and into that compound. You can see that we are still headed over to the Ladrilla area, and we got a bunch of chaos going on down in Chumacero. So let's head down to Chumacero, see what's going on with the Broken Spirit, Secret Ways, and straight out of Nepal. Straight out of... Oh, here they come, Sleazy. All 4 of them pulling right up and in on you. Woo! They're trying to drive right over the top. He's got that DBS out and ready, but just overwhelmed. Overwhelmed by Alpha 4 Legend. Hello everyone and welcome back. Are you ready to see these scores? Coming in first, X-Force, 33 total points. Omerta Esports up to 29. Fanatics 28. Alpha 4 Legend at 26. Now remember, you can rewind the stream all the way back to the start to see the standings coming into this match. We have 2 matches left and they've just started. So now let's go ahead and jump with Alpha 4 Legend Bones. Let's get on over to the map and see what's going on. Let me get that iPad set up. Let's get Bones over onto the iPad for Alpha 4 Legend. And where is Bones? Bones. Where did you go? Did I scroll past you? Of course I did. You're probably on that main page. And I did notice coming in that Zero Fox given VVV had Valak's picture. So I'm not sure if that's Valak or not, but hopefully the footsteps are matching now. I think I got rid of the sound problem, guys, so hopefully that's all better for you. And let's get that map up there. Match 7 of 8. Here we go. We are with After Hours, the $300 Allegiance series. And we're coming in from that very southern edge of Bantai, going across the map, across Painan, across Boot Camp, and between Hatin and Cow by the docks. So Alpha 4 Legend is jumping, and you can see that they're jumping with 10 IQ and Secret Ways. Secret Ways are still on their map stream, so we'll go ahead and check in on this. See if they do come down in to Camp Charlie, and I don't see them, so we might be able to. Dewey! Hello, Dewey Z! So I think Alpha for Legend is okay over here in Camp Charlie because Secret Ways did go ahead and go on up, but Nan is hot. Painan has several teams over here. The Fanatics, Unique Legacy, Made in Nepal. The Sinners are all right on over here. Marioso was a top fragger yesterday, so we'll check in on him for just a minute while I go and check in on what else is happening. We have Zero Fox given right up here in Cow with Zero Mercy. We have Broken Spirits in a fight with Excellence. So let's see, where is Excellence over here? I see them right on over here. Excellence. Let's go over to Beanie. Oh, Beanie, I'm so sorry. They get taken down and out by X. Oh. Alright, so let's see what else is going on. Straight out in Nepal, right over here on the other one from OSU. So let's see. OSU, we got straight out of Nepal. Four snacks on straight out of Nepal. I have no idea what that's all about, but there we go. Not sure, not even sure what kind of mess this is, but OSU coming down and around. Let's see, taking his time, being cautious, but we do have Broken Spirits and the other one from Excellence, not too far away, Jawas. So that is what's happening. We still have all this chaos that's going on over here in Painan. So Marioso is getting a lot of loot in Painan. Let me scroll in and see. It looks like a lot of these teams moved away. You can see on the screen a little better now that we've got Main Nepal on that eastern edge, and it does look like Unique Legacy is moving out of Painan. So let's go. Let's see what else is happening. Let's go up to Cow. I know that they were just getting ready to push across that. Up and in. Zero Fox giving Havoc up to 2 eliminations already with that DBS. And so now Zero Mercy still right on over here. Ninja, I think, is the last one still standing. Zero Mercy did come in as a trio, but you can see that we do have another team coming up and in right now as we speak. Gun G. So Gun G is hearing all this third-party action and trying to get on in, and we did miss the fight. Come on, move. As Made in Nepal are getting pushed up on by Unique Legacy. Unique Legacy made that rotation down and around. We do have Unique Legacy, and it looks like Ratto might be pushing right up and in. So let's see what's going on with Ratto right on over here. They're trying to get a res off, and it does look like they got, ooh, he does get another knock, and now Gold Leaf is still in there. You can see that gun poking out through the bottom of the wall. I don't know if you guys caught that or not, but if you slow it, oh, Ratto. So now Made in Nepal down to just a duo. We still have Sleazy over here and Fury not too far away from all this. And let's see, Golden. What else is happening? Yeah, we got Alpha for Legend. Bambini trying to get... Oh, and we also have Secret Ways. Secret Ways is up on top of that hill. It looks like Alpha for Legend was trying to come up and in and around us. Trying to poke their noses into that as well. So, let me go ahead and move. It looks like Gun G trying to get a play. Look at the trap play, the gatekeep from trying to get Zero Fox given from coming into zone. We do have X-Force, whatever. We have straight out in the pile up here coming in between Gunji and the Digital Age. So now let's see what's going on right on down here with the Fanatics. The Fanatics are down to just a duo as X-Force are coming up and in, slapping with the S12K, trying to get out of the shack. And he does get GK, but they go down. And so now Jur is the last one still standing over here at the Triangle of Death all the way down. So he did get away from X-Force. X-Force will be able to get that res off. And so now let's see what else is happening way up and over here. Let's see what's happening with Spence. And Spence has the youngest in charge pushing right up and in on top of him. Let's go over to the youngest in charge. We got level down to just a duo now, throwing the smokes, trying to keep. Oh, and he runs right into that molly. So now J-Star for the youngest in charge is the last one, but he is getting surrounded by straight out of Nepal. So I'm not sure what the last one is doing from straight out of Nepal, but he is headed down and away. So let's go. Let's see what's going on. I think J-Star, being smart, may be able to get away from straight out of Nepal, but he is up here in the blue. So let's see what else is happening. I still see Alpha 4 Legend down to the south side of Painan. Does have to move in, and it looks like they're gonna wrap around to the west this time. And look at all the blank space over here on this western side. Camp Alpha, Ruins, Timpang, they are all empty. All the rest of these teams are right up in here. So we do have the Digital Age over in Paradise and that fight going on over here. Let's see what's going on with Zero Fox Given and Gunji. Gunji was set up to take that gatekeep. They were all spread out, but it does look like they are starting to come in. It looked like Zero Fox Given thought about going down and around the Magnai Way and over towards straight out of the hall. And now Gunji getting punished over here by Zero Fox Given. Ooh, Zero Fox Given is getting knocked over here by Llama, sorry guys. And so now Gunji down to just kill you. So now kill you and now let's see, we also have straight out in Nepal. You can see up in the upper right. Look at this, trying to get those shots down onto Zero Fox Given, and I think woohoo, Havoc stopped that, but now we have straight out of Nepal coming down and in XP3, just keeping an eye across the way, trying to get over closer to zone. And Wolf coming up from the other side. Let's go on over to Wolf and see what Wolf is seeing from the top of Zero Fox Given. Zero Fox Given does still have a trio. I'm not sure who was taken out over here. Unique Legacy and Alpha 4 Legend now in a fight. So we got Fear and Havoc over here, but they do have, XP3 straight across. They know that straight out of Nepal is on every angle coverage. But this is Fear and Havoc. So if anybody can get out of this, it is this duo. So we'll have to keep an eye on what is happening over here. And Fear still trying to get those knocks. Unique Legacy. Pulled up and there they go. And Unique Legacy Alpha 4 Legend was able to get up and around to the north side, straight out of Nepal. All four of them still standing. So now let's get on over to Alpha 4 Legend. I think they're going to be alright. But Secret Ways down in the Triangle of Death. There is Lemon. I knew I saw Lemon in here. They have X-Force up on Boot Camp Hill, and it looks like, ooh, they are getting those shots right on down on Lemon, but Lemon used the broken wall. Gonna try to get on over and get Jin pick back up, and X-Force on the push. Look at this. You can see it on the mini map right up at the upper right. Here they all come. He does get that res off, but now all four of them pushing up into the triangle of death. Look at that. Fate, DK, 24K. They are all right on over here. Where's Legend? Yes, Legend right on in here as well. All four of them. So now the nades are coming. And, oh, DK mollying the door off. Lemon up on top of the little table right here. Goes not, oh, 24K goes down to one of them. Lemon, don't jump out of the door, DK. Legend and DK finishing that off. All four of them from X-Force still in this. And now we are still going over towards this north side. And we are going towards Camp Alpha. And look at this, Omerta up on Camp Alpha. And now here comes Alpha 4 Legend. Alpha 4 Legend, not too far away from X-Force, but deciding to go ahead and move on into zone. They're just on the edge of zone, but they know that they have to go across. And Broken Spirits, I think, are the ones that are all the way up at the top. Yes, Broken Spirits, right up at the top of that. And so now, let's see what else is going on. We still have this chaos on over here. Let's see what's happening with XP3 as they come up onto the digital age. Let's check in on the digital age. Zendry has been knocked, but it looks like Mero trying to get those shots. But we do have another team coming up and in, and it is Team 18, Aether Esports. So Aether Esports also trying to come in. And we still have J-Star in this. J-Star, you are way over on that eastern edge, trying to come down and around through that quarry area. So I know it's kind of hard to see. I'll put that up there, but look at this wraparound by J-Star. J-Star trying to come down and around through the south side of this map, but the south side of the map is crazy. Digital age, Brain 6, up to 3 eliminations, has been knocked. Is he going to be able to get picked up? I don't think he's going to be able to get picked back up, because he is all the way over on the other side. And there goes Zendry. So now digital age is down to just a duo under the bridge. And now let's check in on Ninja. Ninja trying to get his teammate picked back up, because these are just duos coming in to the full squad. No, we did lose one over here. We lost Spence. Wolf pushing right up and in, trying to finish off the digital age as the digital age throwing the mollies up and over. Wolf with that nade, trying to get the nade right on down. Look at that, XP3 with the nade, but there's still one more, and he went up and around to the backside. XO5 went all the way back up to the overlook. So we can hear all sorts of footsteps on the outside as the other team, Aether Esports, coming in. And so looks like Aether may end up with, I think they knew they're coming right. Oh, they did. They must have seen him come right up and in, and so now straight out of Paul gonna go ahead and head across the bridge and get into zone away from Aether. So let's see what else is happening. As we still have 9 teams in this, we still have, let's see, where did J-Star go? I lost you, J-Star. Oh, he's all the way down here. Look at this. He is down to the north side of Camp Charlie. He's still trying to make it in as we're going to Camp Alpha Island. And now we do have, let's see, straight out of Nepal coming right up and into Center Zone. But this is a rough place to be up in Center Zone. We got a Murta all the way up at the top of Camp Alpha Island. We still have 10 IQ coming across from that north side between Boot Camp and Paradise. We have J-Star coming up from the south side. And we still have 8 teams in this. So let's go ahead and put this map back up there. Let me show you the map. We are still in a fight. X4 still in a fight. Let's go on down with Alpha 4 Legend. Where is X4? Let's go ahead and check in on Fate. Fate, ooh, straight out in Nepal, just to the north side of Fate and Broken Spirits. And there's still Murta right up above. And we got Klaus taking shots across it, all the way down from the southeast edge and straight out Nepal up at the top. But Murta is right on top of straight out Nepal. Let's see what Wolf is doing. Wolf right over here in center zone. If you look in the upper right mini map, you can see he is pretty close to center zone with all of Murta above him. X-Force has to come in. The Broken Spirits are over here on the... Oh! Somebody is using... Look at that. Somebody is using the mortar. And let's see. Who is that? Let me check in on X-Force. Who is using the mortar? The mortar. So let's see. I don't know who it was. I didn't find out who it was that was using it. But here comes X-Force pushing right up and in. This is the land of Klaus. So he knows these hills. He knows where these places are. XP3 has been knocked. So we should be able to get Oh. This is straight out of Nepal, not XP3. 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 Are you still knocked? Yes, he is. Where is Wolf? Wolf has been knocked. And so now it is just down to a solo. 4 straight out of Nepal. And we are down to the top 4 teams. So we've got Murta still up at the top. Broken Spirits. X-Force. And straight out of Nepal. So... look at that shot up on the Murta as Murta tried to get those angles. I'm gonna go up to Murta and try to get the overview for you. There you go. We are not in the trees for this. You can see that X-Force is coming up and in. We got Murta at the top. We got Broken Spirits and one more team. I'm not sure who the last team. J-Star is that you still coming on in? Let's see. I don't know. Oh, that's right. Straight out of Nepal. So I keep getting confused over that. So let's see what's happening now as we are trying to get into zone, coming right up and through Murta, not too far away from straight out of Nepal. X-Force pushing up into Broken Spirits. Broken Spirits down to just Void as all of them from X-Force are coming right on through. Void using the brick wall of this shack, but they are still coming. Oh, the need by 24K, and now Murta is getting found over here by straight out of Nepal, and there goes one elimination onto Murta as he's trying to make his way up and into zone, and he goes out. And it's out to zone, so now we are down to just a solo for Murta. Let's go ahead and scroll on up. A solo versus a duo from X-Force. X-Force still coming on down and in. And no, X-Force is a trio. Look at that nade up and over from Fate. Dylan still throwing those, throwing the mollies, throwing the smoke. There you have it. Not a place where I would want to be particularly. X-Force coming in first. Look at these eliminations. 17. 1-7 eliminations. 10 placement points. 27 total points for this match. 7 of 8 for the Allegiance Series $300 tournament. Murta coming in second with an elimination. Straight out of Nepal coming in third with 11 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores. 4 through 6. 7 through 9. 10 through 12. 13 through 15. 16 through 18, going all out. 24K for the second time tonight. He is so hot tonight. X-Force headed to Brazil. PMSL for us in just a couple of weeks. We will be jumping with them for tonight's final match of Group E, Day 2. I will be right back with the scores. Coming in, so let me check over on Blaze BT. Blaze, what are you doing over here? Keeping an eye on the rest of his team as the two teams straight across. Let's see what's going on up on the hill. So we've got Broken Spirit up on the hill. They do need to move up and in, but we still have Secret Ways over here on the hill as well. So Secret Ways getting pinched by the two different angles. Aether in a fight with 10 IQ. Let's see, where did that go? That was right in the center zone, and we don't see 10 IQ anymore, but we do have 3 eliminations. I'm not sure if 10 IQ came in as a trio or not, but let's see what else is happening. It does look like we might have a problem over here for Brian. Brian in this chaos of the exfoliator, still trying to get through the dust storm. Might be able, if he keeps driving, might be able to get away from some of this, but driving through trying to scout is not the easiest. And he is coming right on into all these teams that are already settled in Monte Nuevo and along the eastern edge. You can see the Fanatics all right along the edge of them. X-Force in a fight with Zero Mercy now. Let's get on down to Zero Mercy. Zero Mercy, the Inspector. Oh, I'm sorry, Inspector. Look at this. Claws up to 5 elimination. X-Force Klaus. Legend. Hello, hello. Legend's keeping his eyes straight on down on the OEM. There you guys go. Let's check in on OEM for my YouTube. Like the stream and make sure you follow Green You All. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, please do like the stream. Let's check in on Dylan right across. I think your boys are okay-ish. They are down in Ladrilla, which can be a fishbowl. And once all the teams get set up on these hills, you can see that they are all right across. We do have the Fanatics coming up, and they're getting ready to push up right over here onto Aether. I see Aether not too far away. Let's check in on Aether. We got the Ninja over here. Look at Ninja tracking as those teams are all driving up and around. Alright, so let's see. Ooh, we got someone knocked over here for Secret Ways. And let me go ahead and scroll this in just a little bit. And I'll put the iPad back up so you guys can see where your teams are. We still have 14 teams, but you can see the zone is getting really small as we go between Ladrilla and Chumacera. And I do see Digital Age right on over here. Not in the greatest of spaces. Zendry trying to get those shots across onto Shabby. Shaggy trying to get on out of there. Alright, so we also have a couple other teams, but they are wrapping around. What a weird wrap going down and around the backside of Unique Legacy, pushing Unique Legacy into that zone. So let's see what else is happening. X-Force in that fight still. Where is X-Force? Where did they move? Looks like, oh, they're right down there with the other brown team. Let's get on down here and see what's happening with Aether Esports as X-Force pushes right up and in. Shikari in this fight with X-Force, getting shot at by the Fanatics, trying to push up and in. Shikari feels like the adrenaline taking over, trying to get. And now we're down to just a solo, and there goes the solo. No, look at this. Pick back up, and there they go. The Digital Age down and out. X-Force up on top of the hill, But look at your OE or OME team. They are right here at upper right hand corner. You can see they are right on the edge of zone, so they don't have to go anywhere yet. They can continue to let these other teams fight it out. Secret ways down to just legend as straight out of Nepal are all wrapped up and around them. All this orange is straight out of Nepal. And we got another team right on over here also. I think that's Team 10, Broken Spirits, up on that ridge line also trying to get some of those shots down on top of them. Let me scroll on in a little more on this. Give you a better idea where everyone is. Yeah, that is Void. Void from Broken Spirits, and look at that, we're going to the knuckle. XP3 taken out by the solo over here. No. Lemon, you gotta get out of this blue. You better hurry up. Look at this blue, chunking him down. He's not gonna have time to heal up after all that. Oh, is he gonna? Yep, there he goes, guys. Not enough time. This blue does not play. So now straight on the ball, down our last match, top fragger, and the Broken Spirits have to come through straight out of Nepal. Spence getting into position to gatekeep them as the rest of the teams are still coming up and in, but Wolf on that north angle, paying attention to Excellence as well. Excellence way up there on that north side, trying to come on in. So let's go up to Excellence for my YouTube chat and see what's going on with Excellence. OSU getting knocked by, and I did not see who it was, but it does look like X-Force in a fight with Zero Fox Given now. So let's see where's Zero Fox Given. Let's go see what Havoc is up to. Looks like Havoc's going to be able to get picked up by V. I still need to find out who V is. And you can see OEM is still right there. They do have to move up and in. Hello everyone, and welcome back. Are you ready to see these scores? Coming in first, X-Force with 60 total points. That winner chicken dinner. Ooh. Omerta with 36. Alpha 4 Legend 31. Fanatic 29. Zero Fox Given 20 total points, and I got the wrong screen up. There you go. Psych. Alright guys, every point matters for these teams. The top will go on to the finals, so you gotta remember, it's not the top 8 of this standings right here. The top 16 teams will be in finals, and they just started. So this time we're going to be jumping with X-Force 24K, 7 eliminations, 600 damage. So let's get on over to X-Force over on the iPad. Find 24K one more time tonight. Let me get him over onto my screen. Let's get that iPad up there. There you go. And get these off my screen. Get X-Force over here. Woo! This is the final match of Group E, Day 2. Next week, we will see some of these teams moving on, in X-Force up to 60 elimination, or 60 points. It's a good chance that X-Force will be seen next week in finals. Alright, here we go. Tonight's final flight path for Group E, Day 2 of the Allegiance Series $300 tournament by After Hours. Our flight path are coming in from that north side of Shooting Range, going down between Ruins and Watertown, over Pachinki, over the 12-pack, and that western edge of Military Base, across the island to the docks and further on. Alpha 4 Legend headed over towards Severny. It doesn't look like anybody's going to Severny with them. We've got the youngest in charge jumping off with Aether Esports, headed over to Rozhawk. I think both of these teams keep going to Rozhawk, so we might have a fight there. We got all sorts of teams jumping in that direction at this point. We've got the Fanatics over there as well. We've got Unique Legacy, the Sinners. They're all headed over in that general eastern area between school and Rozhawk. And X-Force did jump with another team, so let's get that up there. Let me get the iPad up there. X-Force is jumping over here with Made in Nepal. You can see up in the mini map that Made in Nepal was right there with them. Does look like Made in Nepal has dropped off over towards Ferry Pier. X-Force still on their on the flight path over towards, going down and along looking for vehicles headed towards Primoris. So we got a couple of teams over here. Zero Fox Given, and I believe this is Valak. It was his picture. Not sure if it is or not, but we got Zero Fox Given right over in here with Zero Mercy. Fear already down just a little bit in health, and we are going down to Military Base Island. We finally got away from Severny for the first time in 6 matches this week. We are headed away from Severny. Alright, so let's see what else is going on. We'll stay here and keep an eye on that, but we're also to go ahead and spectate the fight going on between Aether Esports and Excellence. We've even got Excellence up over here. Excellence and Aether. Can't get all from Rozhawk. Oh, Fierce goes down. V goes down, so it's just up to Baby T. Baby T is the last one still standing against Zero Mercy. He sees him right outside that window. Baby T trying to stay out of that Uzi. He coming up into FPP with that S12. And, oh, he's down. Oh, he was down to about 20 HP and booping the Zero Fox Given. Alright, so now let's get on over to Rozhawk where the fight is going on. Let's check in on Aether Esports, and I'll go ahead and put this map up as they are all starting to crush down and in. They move fast over towards Military Base, but Excellence, oh no, there goes Excellence, Sparta G. But we still got a couple of them, and I think OSU may still be up on the Superman. Let's check in on OSU. No, OSU is gone, but the Sinners are not that far away as well. And they, oh, adrenaline from the Sinners right when I said that. So now let's check in on Ninja. Ninja may be able to get this, may be able to get the res off. Let's go up and check in onto the Sinners as the Sinners are coming down off the mountain, but Grass Hill, but there's still, we do have one across the way. Let's check in. Oh, he is all the way out here going for the buggy. We got him coming in on buggies, coming in on horses. We got him coming in from every direction, trying to get some of these extra points, because don't forget, every point matters. So they need all these points to, if they want to go into finals. And Bullixer was, ooh, trying to get that vehicle spray. Does get a couple of, does get some damage. He does get 77, Act 77 out. And so now Scarface pushing right up and over, trying to get the uphill advantage onto Aether. But Aether does get that spray over onto him. Herman, so now Adrenaline still trying to cover him, and does find some shots over onto Herman, and they're still trying to get those shots. We do have them going right down below the bridge, and Bullocks are trying to still come up and over, and we do have them all back up except for Herman, and Ninja's on that bridge. All three of them right down below, and there goes another one for Aether out. And now Ninja up on that bridge. coverage. Look at this. Ninja taking those shots, and Ninja does find Gunji. Is that what I just saw? I don't even know where Gunji came from. Alright, so now let's see. What is Ninja doing? Oh, he is right here in front of Bull. So now Bull hears him right down below. And look at this. Jazzy is able to find Ninja. So now he is down here as a solo. And there goes Verk. So look at this. On this push, up to 5 eliminations taken over Rozhawk, but they do have to get on down and out of here. Youngest in charge up here in Yasnaya in a fight with the Fanatics. The Fanatics, Senti Zin right on over here. Shaggy for youngest in charge right across. Look at the Joker. Oh, he was waving. Alright, so it does look like the youngest in charge are getting ready to move on down and in. Let me check in on J-Star. Hello, J-Star. And Levels. They are all right over here on this eastern edge of Yasnaya. They do have to come on down and in. Let me go ahead and put that map up there so you guys can see all the chaos that is happening. We're going to go down to military base because Fury came right up and over towards X-Force, and one of them from X-Force has been knocked by. Here comes 24K in the hovercraft trying to run over Fury. It looked like he was trying to get in the vehicle with 24. He's gonna go ahead and try to get that heal off. 24 in the seat swap, jumps in and out of the hovercraft. And look at this, Fury still trying to stay out of this. And look at this, we got Murta in a fight with Broken Spears. 24K was that last match top fragger, and I think Legends just got run over because there's another team up here. Where is Fate? Legend back up onto his feet as a Murta up on top of that hill, also trying to get some of these shots. Is this a Murta right in front of us? Come on, let me click. No, it's main Nepal stuff right up here. Ratto trying to get on over here right in front of Fate, coming down and through. So now the youngest in charge and the Fanatics still in that fight up in Yasnaya. Where is Murta? I saw Murta in a fight there. They're still up on Observatory Hill. So it looks like we lost Klaus. Klaus was a casualty of this war over here. So now let's see. It looks like they've spread out over military base. I'm gonna go ahead and give you this map, check in on it, and I'm gonna go back up to the Fanatics and check in on what is happening as they are still in this fight out in the blue with the youngest in charge. So now let's see. Santi Zin. Santi Zin never disappoints. Does find Shaggy, is able to laser him out of that buggy, and now it looks like he's going to be able to throw that nade up and over and maybe get that elimination. Secret coming up over on that other side. He knows he's on that broken wall, and does he get another one? He does! He gets Secret! So Santi's in up to two knocks on two. Youngest in charge, J-Star, right on that backside. J-Star, ew, Santi Zin is coming for you. So now we also have Levels on that backside as well. And here comes another nade up and over onto the broken wall. And now Santi Zin on this push coming. Oh, Santi Zin. So now we are down to just a solo. Gatsin trying to come. Oh, gets that shot over onto J-Star. So now let's see. It does look like he's got a couple. We'll pick back up over onto the youngest in charge. The Fanatics are down to just a solo. He is able to get up and over on the other side of the wall. And our zone is still coming down. I think all the rest of the teams except for these two teams are pretty much in zone. So I'm not sure what 10 IQ are going to do to get across the other side of of the river. So Gatson trying to get on the way from the youngest in charge. The youngest in charge still trying to come across that road. And nades are still coming up and around, so now more nades coming on over. Gatson trying to hold off the push by Level on that other side, and Level goes down. Gatson gets Level, is able to finish him off, but Shaggy finishing that off, but Shaggy now a solo has to get all the way down and into zone. Let me go ahead and put the iPad up there, give you guys an idea where everyone is. We still have Straight Out of Nepal in Novo. We've got, it was a slow elimination counter. So let's see. We still have 10 IQ across the river over at the docks. I'm not sure how they're going to get in here. We do have Alpha for Legend on the north side of the docks. I feel like Straight Out of Nepal is coming up and around Amurta. Let me get Amurta right on over here. Here you go, Amurta for my YouTube chat. Hello, Kathy. Ooh, Snoopy, keep your nose back. The Great Gatsby. Oh, Straight Out of Nepal Gatsby now in this. So now Straight Out of Nepal Wolf going up and around. I feel like Omerta is about ready to get found by several of these Straight Out of Nepal players. They are starting to get into position. We do have the Great Gatsby down in, look at this, keeping an eye on where each of them are. Alright, so all 4 of them from Straight Out of Nepal are doing just fine. So let me go back up to Amurta for my YouTube chat. Amurta, you do up to 1 elimination. Let me check in on the map down below. It looks like we're gonna have a fight at the military base, so I'm gonna have to of Amurta for just a minute. Checking on the military base. I'll go ahead and put the iPad up there. Come on. Why is this happening tonight? There we go. It's getting hot, guys. Sorry about that. So let me get down over here because it does look like the digital age are getting ready to get pulled up on by the sinners. The sinners are right over here. I was kind of happy to see that the digital age or Amurta were using the mortar launcher. I'm not sure. Oh, Straight Out of Nepal XP3. Here they come. So now Edu right on this backside. You can see the Great Gatsby. You can see the rotation by Straight Out of Nepal right up and in to the observatory. Snoopy is still knocked. Here comes some nades by Edu. Edu does have an elimination. Still gonna throw those nades down on top of. Look at this. They're still pushing up and around the Great Gatsby, making sure to get some of that. And the sinners, did the sinners just finish off the digital age? They were just sitting over in the tower, and they did. The digital age taking out. So now we still have the winner here. We still have the youngest in charge. Oh! What was that push by Straight Out of Nepal? I did not expect that. XP3 coming up the other way. And we still have Wolf in this. Wolf has been knocked, but XP3 is down to about 10 HP. What kind of crazy push up that hill was that? Alright, so now let's see what else is happening. We still have Alpha 4 Legend over on that east bridge. Oh, he's gonna be able to get Wolf picked back up. Oh, Murta, I don't think they know where he is, but Edu is right up above him. So now Edu did get 2 eliminations. Now he knows where they are with the Molly. Oh, Dylan gets another knock with that. Ooh, XP3. Right when I switched on over, XP3 is able to get another knock over here. And there goes Straight Out of Nepal. Omerta at the top of the observatory. Should be able to get Snoopy picked back up And we did lose Edu and all of that. So let's see. Snoopy, I'll already pick back up. So now let's see Shabby coming down and through. We look at this. Alpha 4 Legend, except for Shaggy, I don't think Alpha 4 Legend is going to be able to get that much going on. We are down to the last 7 teams. We have X-Force, the Sinners. Let me go ahead and put the iPad up so you guys can see it better. We have Unique Legacy down at the dock. We have the Sinners to the north of the docks. We do have a Murta up on the Observatory Hill. 10 IQ trying to get across the river in Shaggy. I'm not sure. Let's go over and give Shaggy a few more minutes as I'm not sure how he's going to get across this as he comes right on through Alpha 4 Legend. And we are only in stage 3, so he can eat some of the blue. But if you look at his health, the health is still going down fairly quickly. So I'm not sure how that got moved on over there. Let's try that again. And so Shaggy is going to be coming into Alpha 4 Legend because Alpha 4 Legend is moving off the bridge now. So let me put that iPad back up there for you. Alpha 4 Legend coming in. And it looks like 10 IQ coming across that river is now going to end up right here underneath Omerta. So we got 10 IQ coming up and in Omerta coming in off that. Look at that. There they go. So 10 IQ just coming in slow. We still have 7 teams in this, but we are still going over to this very southwest edge of Military Base Island. Finally, a little different spot for this week. The entire week, I've not had anything but the Severny circles, so it's kind of nice to see. Ooh, be careful, Emperor. That's not a great one. Not a great place to go. All right, so that is not a Murta. So we do have chaos going on over here with the Sinners. The Sinners, let's check in on what is happening right on over here. As here comes Omerta. Omerta coming right up into the Sinners. And I think Dylan just got finished off. Omerta gets finished off by the Sinners. And then we're going to try to get Bullpick back up. And we're down to the last 6 teams, as they are all coming right on in. Let me go ahead and put that map up there so you guys can see it a little better. You can see that we've even got a botation coming down and around. 10 IQ trying to come on into Unique Legacy. 24K did find bones from Alpha 4 Legend right down below him. Look at this, pushing up into Alpha 4 Legend. Shaggy's still coming in from that edge, and we still have 10 IQ out in this botation. They're trying to get in, and they're gonna come into the cliffs right on the edge. And I don't think they can get up those cliffs. And Shaggy is still coming in, so let's check in over onto Alpha 4 Legend. And let's see what's happening over here. We do have Bone Despises down and out as the X-Force is coming right up again. And the Sinners from the other side. And we're down to the last 5 teams. So now let's see what else is happening. It looks like Shaggy's still coming up. Look at this. Shaggy's making it all the way into zone. So now let's see what else is happening. It looks like Shaggy just trying to find his spot, but this part of the zone is full of teams, so he's gonna have to wrap down and around if he can find his way down and around. We're down to the last 4 teams. Shaggy making it all the way from Yasnaya as a solo. Gonna stop way outside his zone. He does need to come on in. We did lose X-Force, and we do have 10 IQ down in the water. They do need to come up and in. And now it is Unique Legacy versus, oh, Unique Legacy down to just Pika. Pika, the last one still standing over here, as all the sinners are coming up and around on the other side of Pika. So now let's get over to Pika, see if I can find him right here as the sinners come right up and in on top of him. And let's go up and see what's happening. Do the sinners know that Pika is here in this compound? Look at this, all 4 of them versus Pika. It is all 4 of them versus all 4 of them from 10 IQ, but 10 IQ is down in the water. And youngest in charge, Shaggy, is still in this. So look at Pika being very quiet. And do we have anybody else in this area? Ooh, young 10 IQ, they're not too far away, so they're trying to get over here as well. So I'll go ahead and turn this around this way, and we'll keep an eye on Shaggy, because Shaggy is right up in that upper right hand corner. So let's see. He is still sitting there. Look at Pika being so quiet for the rest of these teams. These are the final players coming up and in. We're down to the last 4, and so now what is happening? It looks like Scarface right on that outside. We still have Shaggy way out in the blue. Shaggy does need to come in because the blue's gonna really start hurting. And we've got 10 IQ over on that ridge line. Pika, I'm not sure if they're going to find you or not, but it does look like they're starting to look Shaggy. I don't think Shaggy's going to make it out of the blue at this point. 10 IQ, I'm not sure. They made it onto the cliff side, so they're right on over at that other side. Let me keep an eye on Shaggy. Don't know if Shaggy's going to be able to make it, guys. I just don't know. So let's see what else is happening. I think that is the best I can do. I can't get Shaggy on this, so let me go ahead and change that over to Shaggy on this side. Shaggy may be trying to just heal off and try to get as many placement points as he can, because as you can see, he's got 10 first aids, and so now Pika needs to come on in. And oh, they just found Karate over here on this shoreline. So now the fight is going on right over here. Let's go on over here. Starboy, and woohoo! So now there are 2 solos left. We have Shaggy. Shaggy is trying to heal off, and Pika trying to come right up and in onto all this. So I'm just going to go ahead and try to get the zone, because Pika is not to zone yet. And look at Pika with the trail behind him. We got, let's see, we got a couple of gas cans over here. We got the crumbs trail, the bread trail for the birds, and we still have all 4 of them from the sinners. Oh, and there he goes. So now it is just up to Shaggy way over here. Shaggy, what is going on with you? Shaggy is down to the last 4. And look at the eliminations of the sinners. Are you guys noticing this? 26 total eliminations. 26. 10. Oh, there it goes. 26 total eliminations for the sinners. Coming in first. Look at this. 36 bomb for the final match of tonight for the sinners. GG sinners, the youngest in charge. Shaggy coming all the way out of Yasnaya as a solo, able to get all the way down across that east bridge through the teams and coming in second. Unique Legacy coming in third. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, 16 and 17. Going all out. Sinners, Bullexer. 9 eliminations, 861 damage. And with that, I will be right back with tonight's final live unofficial scores. Be right back. And let me put the iPad up while I check in on some more. Like I said, it'd be a real fishbowl right on down with all these teams set up on top of them. All these teams up on this ridge line. And so they drove right on through and they were able to get fairly far. But now Zero Fox Given also trying to come down on top of OEM. Look at this. There they go. Straight across the middle of the zone. Middle of the zone is where everything is. 24K getting knocked across the way. And what is happening over on the east side? That nade! What a nade! So Excellence getting taken down and out. That was Digital Age Zendry. One more time, Zendry. Ooh, the nade by Spence. We did lose Wolf and all of that, but the nade by Spence into the nade shack. So now we got all out chaos. We got Broken Spirits going out to the zone. We're down to the last 7 teams. So we do have another team coming up and around. No, there's Excellence. Look at that. Excellence. And 10 IQ. Scarboy. Scarboy is right on over here. That is not Excellence. So let me see if I can get over here and show you this fishbowl. Here you go. You can see that straight out Nepal are not in zone. They need to come on in. X-Force is in zone over here. Youngest in Charge are in zone. Fanatics are center zone. And oh no, these getting pulled up on by all of them from straight out Nepal. Let's get on over there. And look at this. Nas, hello, beautiful L-E-G-O-B. Hello, hola, L-E-G-O-B. Alright, so let's see what is going on with this now. So we're down to the top 5 teams. We have X-Force, Fanatics, OME, Merta Esports. And now we gotta put. Hello everyone and welcome back. Are you ready to see these scores? Coming in first, X-Force with 68 total points. Omerta Esports 42. Sinners with that insane last game up to 36. Alpha 4 Legend 33. Fanatics 32. There are your scores for today. And then if you want to scroll all the way back to the start of this stream, you can see the standings coming into today to find out what the total scores were for the full semis Group E. Tomorrow we do Group F, so make sure you come back. Shout out to all of these teams. These were some sweaty matches. And I'm sure tomorrow's matches will be just as much fun. Have a great night. Thank you for coming out and supporting After Hours and me. We both truly appreciate it. Have a great night. Stay safe. Love you guys. Good night.